Your phone is the most powerful computer you own, and most people are still using it exactly the way it came in the box, same charger, same case, same everything. That's not a knock on you. It's just that nobody tells you what's actually out there until you stumble onto it by accident, usually because a stranger on a plane had one and you spent the whole flight staring at it instead of the movie. Today we're counting down 12 phone gadgets you can genuinely buy right now in 2026, not concepts, not Kickstarter promises that never ship, real products with real prices. And the last one on this list turns your phone screen into something the size of a movie theater, without a single wire hanging off your face like it's 2015. Most of these came out of the same place, the CES Tech Show, where thousands of companies show off what they've built for the year. Most of what gets shown there never turns into a real product you can actually order. Every single item on this list did. Number 12. The Apple AirTag. This one's almost too simple to call a gadget, and that's exactly why it's here first. Sometimes the coolest thing isn't the flashiest. It's the one that quietly saves your bag, your keys, or your luggage from disappearing forever. Drop one in a backpack and your phone can track it down to the exact room it's in, using the same kind of ultra-wideband tech that lets your phone know precisely how far away something is, not just roughly which direction. Older Bluetooth trackers could only tell you somewhere nearby. This one can point an arrow at the exact spot, the way a metal detector zeroes in on buried coins instead of just beeping louder in the general area. Around $29 each. Who's it for? Literally everyone who has ever panicked at an airport carousel, patted their pockets for their keys, or watched a suitcase disappear onto the wrong flight. Number 11. The Anker Nano 45-watt charger. This is the boring pick that quietly changes your daily routine, a charger smaller than a matchbox that still pushes enough power to fill a modern phone in well under an hour. Around $40, and it's the gadget you don't think about until the one time you forget your regular charger, and this one saves the day from your bag. It's not flashy, but it's the kind of thing that earns a permanent spot in every bag you own once you actually use it. Number 10. The Anker Nano Power Bank, the ultra-slim MagSafe version. It's roughly as thick as a passport, snaps magnetically onto the back of your phone, and adds a real chunk of battery without turning your phone into a brick in your pocket. Most magnetic power banks add so much bulk that the whole point keeping your phone easy to hold disappears. This one is thin enough that you forget it's attached until you check your battery percentage and it's still climbing. Priced around $40 to $55 depending on the sale. Great for anyone who wants backup power without carrying a second brick in their bag. The whole appeal is that it disappears into your pocket instead of announcing itself. Quick reality check before we keep going, because it's worth saying out loud, half the cool gadget ads you see online are solving a problem you didn't actually have. A charger that's 90% marketing and 10% function is still just a charger. The ones on this list earned their spot because people who bought them are still using them months later, not because the unboxing video looked good. Number 9. The Clix Power Keyboard. It's a pocket-sized Bluetooth keyboard and power bank that attaches magnetically to the back of your phone, so you slide out a real physical keyboard whenever you need to type instead of stabbing at glass. It doubles as a magnetic charger too, so the case that gives you a keyboard is also topping up your battery while it's attached. If you've ever tried writing a long email on a touchscreen and given up halfway through, this is built exactly for that moment. It also slides down to reveal the full screen the second you actually need to look at something instead of type. Around $80 at its early launch price. Best for anyone who does real typing on their phone. Students, writers, anyone answering emails on the move. It detaches in a second when you're done, so it's not adding bulk to your daily pocket carry. If you're wondering whether a physical keyboard case actually feels better than typing on glass, stick around, because the next few picks lean even further into why didn't this exist sooner. Number 8. The Backbone One controller, USB-C version. It clips onto your phone like a Nintendo Switch and turns any mobile game into something that actually feels like a console experience, real analog sticks, real triggers, no more thumbs blocking half the screen. List price sits around $99, but it regularly drops to somewhere between $50 and $80 during sales. So it's worth waiting for a discount if you're not in a rush. Who's it for? Anyone who's tried playing a real game with touch controls and immediately understood why this exists, that moment where your thumb is covering half the action button and you lose because of the controller, not because of the game. Number 7. The DJI Osmo Mobile 7 Gimbal. This one physically stabilizes your phone using a 3-axis motorized mount. So instead of shaky handheld video, you get footage that looks like it came off a film set. It can automatically track a moving subject, keep them centered in frame even if they walk away and come back, and it even charges your phone through the mount while you're filming so a long shoot doesn't kill your battery halfway through. The motor absorbs the shake from walking, running, even biking, the same way a car's suspension absorbs a bumpy road so the passenger barely feels it. List price around $89, often on sale closer to $75. If you post video content of any kind, this is the single biggest jump in quality for the money on this whole list. Footage that used to require a full camera rig now comes out of a phone strapped to a motor the size of a soda can. Now we're into the back half of the list, the picks that make people stop you and ask what that is. Number 6. The Moment Anamorphic Mobile Lens. This clips onto your phone's camera and adds real cinematic flares and a widescreen look using actual glass, not a filter pretending to fake it in software. It requires a compatible moment case to mount properly, so budget for both. But the combination gives your phone footage the kind of look people usually associate with expensive film cameras, not a smartphone in your pocket. A single lens runs around $120 to $150. Number 5. The Shokz OpenFit Pro Earbuds. Instead of sealing into your ear canal like normal earbuds, these sit just outside your ear using open ear design, so you get real audio quality without ever losing awareness of the room around you. Priced around $250. Perfect for runners, cyclists, or anyone who's ever gotten startled by a car they couldn't hear because their earbuds were sealed in too tight. You keep the music and lose the tunnel vision that comes with normal earbuds. Number 4. The OSnap Macon Mobile Game Controller. Unlike the clip-on style, this one is a slim MagSafe compatible grip that snaps directly onto the back of your phone, so it becomes part of the phone itself instead of an accessory you attach and detach every time. Around $145. It's built for people who game on their phone constantly and are tired of the clip-on controller feeling like a separate device fighting with their phone case. Because it's magnetic instead of clamped, you can pop it off in 2 seconds the moment a phone call comes in, then snap it right back on without hunting for the right angle. One more reality check before the top 3, because this category is full of hype. A lot of AI wearables. Number 3. The Plaud NotePin S. It's a small wearable AI recorder. Clip it to your shirt or wear it as a pendant, and it transcribes conversations, meetings, and voice notes in real time, syncing straight to an app on your phone. Think of it like giving yourself a personal assistant whose only job is remembering exactly what was said in every meeting. Number 2. The Luna Deskmate. This is a motorized MagSafe charging dock that does something genuinely strange while your phone is docked. Its companion app takes over the screen and turns it into an AI workspace assistant with an actual animated face, one that tracks your movement. If you travel a lot, or you just want to watch something on an enormous screen without dragging a TV with you, this is the one every reviewer on this list kept coming back to. It's not for everyone if you've never used AR glasses before. There's a short adjustment period before your eyes stop hunting for the edge of the screen, but once that clicks, going back to a 6-inch phone screen feels like a downgrade. So here's the honest verdict across all 12. If you only buy one thing today, the DJI gimbal gives you the most obvious quality jump for the price. If you want the how is this real factor, the X-Real glasses are worth every dollar. And if your budget stops at $40, the AirTag or the Nano chargers still solve a real problem most people run into every single week. One thing worth remembering before you buy any of these: cheap knockoffs of almost every item on this list exist, especially for the magnetic chargers and the clip-on lenses. A $10 version of a $50 magnet mount, the only thing missing is knowing what's actually built to go with it. Next time, we're doing the same honest breakdown for the smart home gadgets that actually work with your phone straight out of the box, and the ones that look impressive in a demo but fall apart the moment you try to set them up yourself.